Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on Iota. But before I get started, please click the like and subscribe button as it helps this channel grow very quickly. So, I'm going to talk about Iota. I want to start with this. Anyone who has ever used a Layer 1/2 chain bridge will attest to how scary the experience can be from a security, time, and cost perspective. To have assets created on Shimmer/Iota, which can transfer for free, quickly, and securely between chains on top of Shimmer Iota is amazing. With the Stardust upgrade on Shimmer, complicated bridges for cross-chain transactions becomes a thing of the past. Are you ready for the future? And that's big. All these cryptocurrencies that are ISO compliant always are able to bridge other currencies, bridge things together. That's very important. So IOTA 2.0 is the next step of A0, which is lacking layer 2 and can only multi-chain with Polkadot family. IOTA 2.0 is different. Itself is the bridge to all of its chains. You can build any chain on top of it like Bitcoin EVM without worry about a bridge or security before feeless transaction. I'm going to do a video on A0. To me, it looks like a very good investment. But I first want to buy into it myself before I talk about it. I do that with every single crypto that I talk about on this channel. I first buy it, then I talk about it. Why? Because if I'm not going to invest in it, why would I want you to invest in it? But these bridges are very important. We're starting to see these ISO coins building bridges for other coins, like XDC building a bridge for Bitcoin to become ISO 222 compliant. Algorand building a bridge for Bitcoin to Flare. We see, this continues to happen. This system is going to be very massive very soon. So login with IOTA is coming. The IOTA Foundation and Vault ID are developing a login system based on self-sovereign identity that is interoperable with Web 2 and Web 3 apps, where you, as the user, stay in control of your data. That's going to be very big. And then we see this, crypto news. Iota Foundation joins Dell to develop real-time carbon footprint tracking. Think about how massive that is. Right now, we have a lot of regulations coming as far as climate change. And anything that isn't green is not going to meet those regulations. But something like this goes far beyond just being green. It's much better technology. And the thing is, people look at this and they blow it off like it's not really even talked about. But I could see the value in this. And as an IOTA investor, these are the things I like to see happening, even in a bear market. IOTA's Tangle is an open, feeless, and scalable distributed ledger designed to support frictionless data and value transfer. Trust layer, a protocol for Internet of Things, a scalable DLT, feeless, open source. And the thing is, I always tell you on this channel, if your cryptocurrency is continuing to build in the bear market, it's going to be massive when we come out of the bear market. IOTA is no exception to that. I believe it's going to totally take off, and when it does, there's going to be no stopping it. So any device that has the IOTA-enabled microcontroller STM32 cube installed can communicate via built-in communication interfaces with the Tangle. This can really be anything from large manufacturing machines to small portable devices. Think about how big that technology is going to be. That's where the whole machine-to-machine, as far as IOTA, comes into play. That's where its value is going to come from. Then we see this, the machine economy is upon us by Automation World. The Iota Foundation has been working with an Internet of Things communication protocol that will enable machines to autonomously conduct transactions in a fee-free, secure, and trustworthy exchange. Even those small micropayments are going to build up. They're going to build up value for IOTA. Plus, you have the bigger payment systems that are going to be taking place also. Smart cities are going to be massive in the future. I think we're just a little early yet with IOTA, but I think when it finally does start to move, it's going to really start to move. How Internet of Things technology makes smart cities smarter and better. If a city develops based on the smart city model, actively using IoT, and I believe that's IBM technology, such a city and its residents will get several important benefits. And we're going to blow this up. Think about it. So you have operate and manage. Then you have fabricate and construct, bid and award, design and engineering, concept, plan, utilize, and optimize. But I think this is going to go on beyond this. Think about it. In a city, you have a lot of crime. And I know they're going to have drones flying over with cameras in them at some point. That's coming. Neuron has talked about that before. And I believe IOTA is also going to do a lot with drones in the future. So a crime is about to take place. Who's going to continue committing crimes when at any moment a drone can be flying over and catch you in the act? Think about it. And then also, you got to look at it like this. Digital IDs, people will have them. They'll be trackable. So if you're going to commit a crime, they'll know exactly who was there at the scene. I believe that's how they're going to cut down crime in the future. But look at this also. Think about this. A city just running, continuously building and advancing. That's huge. That's what's going to happen in the future. And I could see IOTA being the backbone for it. So the IOTA Foundation and Construction Blockchain Consortium collaborates to integrate digital identities, supply chain tracking, smart contracts, and tokenization in the smart cities and construction sector. So you could see this already coming. It's still a little early, like I said, but it is coming. You know what you hold when you hold IOTA. Plus, we know IOTA has much bigger things going on other than just ISO. So, IOTA Foundation and the Agri-D Convention and Food Hack. So, improving agricultural and food supply with DLT and blockchain. Think about that. The food supply. That's massive. Everyone has to eat. So, then we see this, a global standard to build trusted and decentralized supply chains with IOTA. So IOTA is also going to be tied to supply chains. I think they're going to be the smart technology behind it. XDC is going to take care of trade as a whole, but you're going to have smart devices in between there that keep track of everything, all the data, stuff like that. I think that's where IOTA will be important. So then we see real-world use cases for EU with IOTA, digital management of education credentials, establishment of trusted audit trails in notarsis, I'm not going to try that word, SME financing, data shared between authorities, and a European digital ID. Now we know digital IDs are coming. It's going to come. It's inevitable. We also can see how they could put all of your information onto a digital ID, like your health records, things like that, your work history. Think about it. You go in to apply for a job, they want to know your work history. Some people do not tell the truth on those. Other people do. But with a digital ID, it will already know your previous employers, things like that. But it'll also keep track of your education level. It'll also keep track of the job that you're applying for that you may be better suited for. It might make you more valuable. That's coming also in the future. And this is something I wanted to talk about. I was showing this to someone the other day, and this is kind of where I was going with the digital ID thing. So workforce characteristics. Now this is for a blockchain job. But think about if they could do this with any job, even construction. It shows your education, right? Shows your gender, your age, your employment form, and then main occupations. It also shows your skills. But think about it. In the future, they could tie your health to this. So maybe you hire somebody. Maybe you're an employer and you're going to hire someone, but you're worried about your health insurance that you pay for. Well, this person might not be suitable. Maybe they have a lot of health issues. You would know instantly before you even hire them. But I'm sure at that point we would also have to have something in place so people with health conditions can still gain employment. But this looks like something that can actually happen at some point. We'll have to wait and see. Like I said, I still think we're early on a lot of this. But don't get me wrong, I believe Iota is going to take off with the rest of the altcoins when it happens. I think it's going to move with the ISO coins based on utility, based on use case. Iota has a ton of use case and a ton of utility. Plus, it's tied to all of those other cryptocurrencies that are ISO 222 compliant. So with that said, I'm going to wrap up today's video. I want to thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.